In this session, I'll be discussing about mini mental status examination. It was developed in 1975 by M. Folstein et al. As a screening tool to test the cognitive function of older people. It provides the total score that places the individual on a scale of cognitive function. It can be used by medical staff or untrained staff with the same score being obtained irrespective of who does the test. Concept of mini mental status examination is to test the cognitive function of an individual. It is useful for screening the presence of any cognitive impairment in a client. Main advantages of a mini mental status examination are: it could be administered without any additional equipment at a patient bedside. It requires a little critical thinking in interpretations, quick to administer. It takes only 10 minutes of time to administer the main components of many mental status examination includes orientation, attention and calculation, registration, recall and language. In orientation, we assess whether client is oriented to time and oriented to place or not. In order to know whether client is oriented to time and place, we need to pose some questions. Orientation carries 10 marks, so we need to pose 10 questions to the client. If a client is telling the right answers for your 10 questions, we will be giving it 10 marks. In orientation to time, you can ask questions like: what year is this? What season of the year is it? What is the month? What day of the month is it? What day of the week is it? For this all 5 questions, if a client is answered well, you can give a 5 points. In orientation to place, you can pose a questions like: what country are we in? Which town or city are we in? What city are we in? What street are we in? What hospital are we in? What is the number of this house? What floor or ward are we on? Like this, you can pose questions in order to know whether client is oriented to place or not. Any 5 questions we can pose under the oriented to place. If a client is oriented to the place where he is, then we can give a 5 points to the client. Attention and calculation. Ask the patient to begin with 100 and count backward by 7s. Stop after 5 subtractions. If a client says 93, 86, 79, 72, 65, this is the right answer. So you can award a 5 marks for a client. Sometimes clients may miss some numbers, say in a wrong way, then we can cut marks for a client. If a patient cannot or will not perform the subtraction task, ask the patient to spell the word world, WORLD, in backwards. The score is the number of letters in correct order. Example, if a client is saying DLROW, give 5 mark. If a client is saying DLORW, here 2 alphabets are placed in a wrong manner, so we can only give a 3. Next one is registration. In this, examiner names 3 unrelated objects clearly and slowly. Then ask client to name all 3 of them. In this registration, we take a patient response for scoring. The examiner repeats them until client learns all of them. If possible, we have to record number of trials a client used for repeating the 3 objects names. For example, you can give a 3 objects like apple, table, pen, and take a second for repeating each object name. Then ask the individual to repeat these 3 object names. Those are apple, table and pen. Give 1 point for each correct answer. Repeat the object names until client tells all the 3 object names. Next one is recall. In this, you can ask a client like, earlier I told you the names of three things. Can you tell me what those were? If the client answers that apple, table, and pen, for each word you can give a 1 mark. So total it carries 3 marks. Language. Show the patient two simple objects such as a wristwatch and a pencil. Ask the patient to name them. If a client names them properly, then award 2 marks. If a client says, when you are showing a wristwatch, if a client says it is a wristwatch, give 1 point. When you are pointing out a pencil and asking what is it, then if a client says it is a pencil, you can award a 1 more mark. So it carries 2 marks. Next one is, ask the person to repeat some phrases like no ifs, ands, or buts. Allow only one trial. If a client, whatever phrase you have said properly they say, then you can give a 1 mark. Next one is, in language we assess whether client can able to follow commands of us or not. For knowing this, you can give a 3-stage command to the client. For example, give the patient a piece of blank paper and say, take this paper into your right hand, fold it in half, and put it on the lap. Score 1 point for each part of the command correctly executed. Next, in language, we assess whether the client have a reading skill or not. For assessing this, you can give a blank piece of paper, print or write sentence, close your eyes. Letters large enough for the patient to see clearly. Ask the patient to read the sentence and do what it says. Score 1 point only if the patient actually closes his or her eyes. On a paper you have written as close your eyes. So after reading that statement, immediately client should close their eyes. If a client is closing his or her eyes only, you have to give a 1 mark. If they repeat or read the sentence, don't give a mark. They have to close their eyes after reading the sentence. Then only we will be giving marks to the client. To assess the writing skill of a client, give the patient a blank piece of paper and ask him or her to write a sentence for you. Do not dictate a sentence. It should be written spontaneously. The sentence must contain a subject and verb and make a sense. Correct grammar and punctuations are not necessary. We won't see in a sentence all these are there or not. We have to concentrate whether the sentence is having subject, verb, and make a sense or not. If a sentence is having these all characters, you can give a 1 mark to a client. In language, last one is copying skill. To assess this, show the patient the picture of two intersecting pentagons and ask the patient to copy the figure exactly as it is. All 10 angles must be present and 2 must intersect to score 1 point. Few clients, what do? Is they miss some of angles. For example, they may draw only 8 angles, but they draw the image with the intersect. Even after this, we cannot give a 1 mark to a client. 2 characters must be there in an image, that is, client should draw 10 angles as well as they must intersect with each other. Then only we can award a 1 mark for a client. Let us see the scoring system of many mental status examination. Each component carries different points. In a many mental status examination, first component is orientation, which carries 10 marks. Attention and calculation, it have a 5 points. And for the registration, 3 marks. For recall, 3 marks. Language carries 9 marks. Under this component, we have different things to assess. Those are, first one is naming. For naming, we can give a 2 marks. For the repetition, 1 mark. For a 3-stage command, 3 marks. And for the assessing reading skill, we will be giving a 1 mark. Writing skill, 1. For a drawing, again 1. So total for the language, it have a 9 marks. Overall, many mental status examination have a 30 mark in total. Mini mental status examination ranges from 0 to 30. If a client is scoring 28 to 30 points, we consider client is a normal candidate. If a client is scoring 25 to 27 points, we can say that the client is having mild cognitive impairment. If a client is scoring 19 to 24 points, we say that the client is having mild dementia. If a client is scoring 10 to 18 points, we can say that the client is having moderate dementia. If a client is scored 0 to 9 points, we can consider that the client is having a severe dementia. Mini mental status examination may not be an appropriate assessment if the patient has a learning, linguistic, communication, or other disabilities, for example, sensory impairment. This examination is not suitable for making a diagnosis but can be used to indicate the presence of cognitive impairment, such as in a person with suspected dementia or following head injury.